Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. So a while back I got a haircut, and as you can tell, it's been a while. But a while back I got a haircut, and my barber was telling me in his yard he had this old cedar fence that he wanted taken down. I told him, hey, I'll come take it down as long as you let me have the wood. And he said, sure. So I went over there, I took the fence down. This is only a few of the slats that I took off that fence. I had some 2x material, some 4x material, and then a bunch of these slats, actually quite a few of these slats. I thought these slats were useless. A lot of them have some splits on the ends, and they are, they're all kind of like covered in moss and dirt, and they're not the greatest. However, I cut the end off one, and inside they were still pretty good. They were pretty solid. Not all of them, but a good majority of them I think are usable. And here's my idea. Let's plane them down, see if we get some decent wood. If we do, let's glue them together and make 1-inch boards. That way, we'll have 1-inch cedar boards we can work with. Perhaps a project, and I have a project in mind actually. I have a dog, her name's Jersey, and she likes to chew our garden hose, which is it's just not great. It's not a great thing, especially when you need to wash a car or water the lawn. You got water shooting all over the place. So I want to get some new hose, but I need to keep it away from my crazy dog. So let's glue these up, let's plane these down, let's glue them up, let's see if we get some decent material, and if we do, let's build a box to store our garden hose. Alright, you guys, here we go. We got our boards. They look great. Look at that. You can even tell where the seam is, barely. Tell where the seam is. These should be good. These are good quality. I milled them down, jointed them, planed them. They're no longer an inch thick. They're just under an inch at 15/16. And I've made a bunch of them. I've got like, I don't know, 20 of them or so sitting here, and they're just awesome. I can't believe we got actual decent material out of those nasty old slats. I also took and milled up a couple 2x4s. I milled these. There's a darker one here, and then there's this lighter one. Look at how tight the grain is. Before I milled this, it looked just as bad, if not worse, than those nasty old planks. I also milled up a ton of planks. They all pretty much came out real nice. So we now have enough material from that scrap to build our hose box. So let's get to building, huh? Hey guys, sorry I didn't film every little detail on this part of the project, but this is the top, and this is the underside of the top with all the nail holes from the fence. I took some of the 2x material and I milled it up to about 1.25 inches. What I'm doing is I'm gluing and screwing using Craig pocket hole screws, and I'm just making a slatted top so water can flow through it, air can flow through it, dry out the hose when it's in storage. I'm just using these zinc plated pocket hole screws. This is the underside of the top. I'm hoping it stays fairly dry, but you know, all my experience with outdoor furniture and outdoor projects is the screw holes is where your moisture gets in. So I do know that these will eventually fail, but my dog won't probably be in her chewing phase for more than a year, and we'll probably get another puppy after that. We always like to have 2. So, you know, if this lasts me 5-6 years, I think we'll be good. And I really don't think that this will fail before that. This is really good quality cedar, and it's pretty thick. And I am using glue to help seal these ends. With the stain, I'm fairly confident on it, but you know what? I'll give you guys a report over time when we get to it to see how well this is held up. You know, this the top, I want it to be sturdy enough to sit on, so if we have guests over and people want to sit on it, or I want to put a tray of food or something on it, I can do that. The hose doesn't always have to be out, and most of the time it won't be, so this will serve doubly as a small table. Okay guys, I'm out here staining the hose box, and I wanted to show you. Some of you might ask, why are you staining this beautiful cedar? Well, inside here you can still see on some of these pieces we have the gray-green from it being outdoors, and back here we have a piece that's got a lot of like pores in it that are just open. And I thought, you know, not only do these not all match, because these are kind of gray-green and this is nice and clean cedar, that perhaps by staining we'll uniform these, but we'll also maybe fill some of these areas and protect it longer. I don't know, it's just an idea, it's just a theory I have, so trucks going by, but anyway, I just had this theory that this might help it. So I'm going to just stain this piece and I'll show you when it's all done. Okay crew, we are outside. As you can tell by the ambient sounds of jets and people mowing their lawns and the wind blowing through the trees. It's a beautiful day, by the way. Just out here, just finished the box. As you can see, I painted it to match the house. Now this is fresh paint, but it will age a little bit and it will match the house almost perfectly. I've painted other projects the same color, and it does match. The reason I painted it again is because there were imperfections still in the cedar, and I just wanted an extra layer of protection just to keep this thing around as long as we can. It's really sturdy. I can sit on it. I can bounce on it. It's not wiggly. It's very sturdy. We'll see how that holds up over time. I did, as I stated before, I used Titebond 2, which is water resistant, not waterproof. I should have used Titebond 3, but I had Titebond 2 around. I had plenty of it, so I thought I would just give that a shot. This is mostly just stuck together with glue and some staples. The top actually has screws in it, as you saw in the construction. So the top is very, very sturdy. As you can see, it just pops off. I just have these runners in here that just locate it and it slides right in, just like that. Now inside I have 100 foot of hose, brand new. I just bought it. It has not been chewed by a dog yet. And it fits in here, and as you can see, I just put a slot back here, ran that over to the spigot. So this way, if you want, you know, if I want to take all the hose out and you move it around the yard, I don't have to worry about it dragging this box with it. So that's why I did it that way. It's just very simple and clean. So like I said, I think you can easily fit 200 feet in here. I only put 100 feet in here. I think that's plenty. If I need to get further into the yard anywhere, I still have the old hose. I can always add that on to make up the extra length. But for the most part, everything I'm going to do, 100 foot is more than plenty. So that's the project. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It, you know, it just goes to show that just because someone's throwing out some old cedar, that there may still be good material there. And I built this box for nothing. I had the stain, I used all the cedar, I had the glue. The only thing I paid for was the hose. So, you know, this was a really great economical project. It's going to keep my dog from eating my hose. And, well, except, you know, there's still like 6 feet out there. I suppose if she decides she wants to chew it, she's going to do it. But for the majority of this hose, I think it'll be okay. Anyway, I just thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope this encourages you to go out there and build something. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit a subscribe, you know, hit like if you liked it, and hey, you know, let me know in the comments what you thought. If you think I did anything wrong, or you know, if you have some tips or suggestions for future projects, just let me know. Thank you again so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and have a great day.
Jersey, what's in that box? What's in there, Jersey? There's a hose in the box. You can't get in the box.
No, eat my hose.
Yeah, that's right. You tell people. You crazy.